So, I mean, you have fighters when you have great fighters and great fighters start talking about one another. I mean, then egos become a big part of the issue.
There's so many fights that I had. I am an underdog, and I I brought surprises to them.
Some surprises.
Yes.
The boxing world was shocked when Floyd Mayweather Jr. gave Manny Pacquiao the harshest warning ever at a live news conference. People say Floyd's dad didn't follow the script at all during what was supposed to be a normal media event to promote the fight on September 19th at the Sphere in Las Vegas. Sr. According to people who were at the news gathering, S energy was strong and personal, and he talked about everything from Pacquiao's previous loss to whether Manny should really be in the ring with his child at age 47.
Years progress, he's looking older, so...
Reports say that the promotional team held the news conference to get people excited about the event that will be streamed on Netflix. Floyd is thought to be older, was first asked to come on stage to talk about his son's training routine and how he prepares. From what witnesses say, Sr. He spoke softly at first, but his tone changed a lot when a reporter asked if Pacquiao really had a chance to win the second fight. Sources say that rank does exist. Spoke into the mic and said something like, "Let me tell you something about Manny Pacquiao. My son has already hit his cheeks hard, and this time he's going to hit them even harder."
Going to end differently? Is there going to be something that you see that the outcome will result into maybe like a knockout or?
I don't know. I think the fight's probably gonna be pretty much the same.
People who were there say that the room was silent for a moment. From insiders, we know that Sr. then began to list the specific flaws in Pacquiao's game that he sees at age 47. He said that Manny's footwork has slowed down a lot, that he doesn't hit as hard as he used to, and most importantly, that his chin has been hurt too much over the course of his 25-year professional career. Some say that the Sr. said Floyd Jr. knows how to take advantage of all of these weaknesses because he did it successfully in 2015. Then Sr. started to criticize Pacquiao's team and the way they train. Reports say he brought up the shoulder injury excuse from their first fight, saying it was rude and embarrassing to make excuses after losing on all three scorecards. Adult said that real champions can take loss with honor. But Manny's camp started talking about injuries right away, instead of recognizing Floyd's better boxing skills. People who are watching say they are older. "You can't blame a shoulder for losing 12 rounds in a row," he said. What a sad thing to say.
Because the thing is that Floyd's never lost. So no matter what you say about him, until he get beat by anybody, you can't say that anybody's going to beat him. And who going?
According to sources, Sr. then made a prediction that shocked everyone there. He is said to have said that Floyd Jr. would beat Manny Pacquiao in 8 rounds, which Floyd has never done in their feud. The Sr.'s reasoning was based on Pacquiao's advanced age and number of injuries, which made him more likely to be hurt by blows that wouldn't have worried him 10 years ago. According to people who know, Sr.'s reports say that the personal insults got worse. Manny's chin is cracked, his legs are gone. And Floyd is going to expose that in front of the whole world, watching on Netflix. Others there say that Sr. brought up Pacquiao's failed political career in the Philippines, pointing out that Manny lost his bids for president and then his bid to stay in the Senate. Sr. said that Pacquiao's losses were because he couldn't win fights that really mattered, which suggested that he has a habit of failing when the stakes are high. Sources say that rank does exist. "You can't win in politics, and you can't beat my son in boxing. So what are you good at besides making excuses?"
You ever run for president in the Philippines? The Senate run is over. You're
now,
coming back to fighting. Would you ever consider it?
Right now, I'm at like zero in my mind about politics.
Reports say that Freddie Roach's name was brought up during the Sr.'s rant. According to insiders, Sr. directly called out Roach, questioning how he trains and whether he can properly prepare Pacquiao for Floyd's defensive style. The Sr. said that Roach had 5 years, from 2010 to 2015, to come up with a way to beat Floyd, but he failed miserably. Seniors have said that Roach is too old-fashioned and set in his ways to change.
I was making him a better fighter, and the footwork, the hooks, both hands, using both hands, it worked out really well. And then once he became a two-fisted fighter.
The senior then started to talk about Floyd's tactical benefits in the second fight. Reports say that he explained how Floyd's shoulder roll defense is even better now that he has spent years watching film and getting better at positioning. The older man said that Floyd's counter-hitting style works well with Pacquiao's aggressive style of combination punching. Every time Manny throws 3 punches, Floyd will make insiders say they are elder, said Floyd's team has been hiring Filipino boxers to try to copy Pacquiao's style. Senior said that Floyd easily beats these sparring partners in training, showing that even Manny's fighting style when he is younger and fresher can't solve Floyd's defense problem. A senior is said to have said, "We have guys in camp right now who move and punch like Manny, and Floyd makes them look stupid every day." Witnesses say that the senior's comments about Pacquiao's power were especially harsh. He said that Manny hasn't had real knockout power since he quit his longtime strength and conditioning coach years ago. The senior used CompuBox data to show that Pacquiao's knockout rate has dropped a lot in his last few fights. The senior is said to have said, "Manny can't hurt Floyd with his best punch anymore. Even Manny himself knows that he has lost his power." It became clear and personal what was being said. Reports say there is rank. Looked straight at the camera, knowing Pacquiao would see it later. Sources say that the person in charge of the press conference tried to step in and change the subject, but the senior refused and kept talking about money problems. It was said that the senior said something like, "Manny, are you listening? You'll be glad you didn't work out after my son beats you so badly. On Netflix, 300 million people will see you and feel bad about yourself." Several sources say that Manny Pacquiao's training camp replied within hours. According to people who know, someone from Team Pacquiao put out a statement calling the senior's words rude and without class. The statement said that Manny doesn't talk trash because in the ring, he lets his hands do the talking. The note said that Floyd Sr.
It's the experience is like not really 100%, but I'm hoping for this time around, no more excuses, especially to my condition and also for everything. I'm so excited and ready to the fight.
Freddie Roach seemed to answer to attacks from older people during a radio interview. Several sources say that Roach called older people a failed teacher who never really did anything in boxing without his son's success. Roach also said that, because of a fight years ago, older citizens no longer train Floyd Jr. He's being rude now. But he's not even following Floyd. He's just talking to get your attention.
Ali came in that gym for those 4 hours. He entertained everybody in the gym. He flirted with the girls. He did.
There are reports that the boxing media has had a big response. Analysts started to talk about whether the senior's predictions are accurate or whether he is just trying to stir up trouble. Sources say that ESPN's boxing experts talked about the 8th-round finish prediction, and most of them agreed that Floyd has never been a knockout puncher at welterweight, even though he has a perfect 50-0 record. Insiders say that most people think that senior is exaggerating Floyd's finishing skills to get attention.
The general rule of thumb is if you're going to fight Floyd Mayweather, you got to get him out of there. You're not going to win on the cards. Floyd Mayweather, like the old joke of like, where does Michael Jordan sit at a basketball game? Where does Floyd Mayweather sit at a boxing match?
Stephen A. Smith seems to have talked about what a senior said on First Take the next morning. Reports say Stephen A. Sr. does a great job of playing the bad guy to get people interested in a fight that many weren't looking forward to. Stephen A. said that controversy is good for business and Sr. knows how to use it better than most fighters. The sources say that Stephen A. Floyd Sr. did more in 10 minutes to sell this fight than the official marketing did in 2 months.
I know you like to make money. You're never going to stop making money. Very, very few people on the planet know how to make money like you know how to make money. But some of this stuff has got to stop.
People who knew Max Kellerman said he had a different view. Sources say that Max said on his podcast that Senior's words showed real worrying about how competitive the fight would be.
Yeah, Pacquiao just drew with Barrios.
And you see what he look like?
Yeah, because they're not on that level anymore.
So what do we think's going to happen here, though? What do we think's going to happen in Mayweather Pacquiao? Are you interested in it?
Yep.
Is it a good fight?
Yeah.
I'll be watching.
Watch it. The first one was awful, but now they're 50 years old. Let's see it.
Max thought that the senior's angry tone was an attempt to get back at Floyd for something, which suggested that Floyd's team might be worried about Pacquiao's recent performance against Mario Barrios. Reports say Max said, "People don't attack this aggressively unless they're trying to convince themselves just as much as they're trying to convince others."
And the reason that Mayweather-Pacquiao fight was hyped up to the extent that it was is that, boy, Mayweather's this all-time great, and Pacquiao is doing these guys even worse than Floyd is doing them. Everyone wanted to see that fight. That Pacquiao's been gone for a long time. So why don't fighters retire when they should? Because win, lose, or draw, Pacquiao's not.
Multiple reports say that Teddy Atlas spoke out against Pacquiao's attacks on a boxing radio show, calling Manny one of the greatest fighters in history. Even though he lost in 2015, Atlas pointed out that Floyd had never been able to beat Atlas's record of 8 world wins in a row.
I love Pacquiao, one of my favorite people, one of my favorite fighters in the whole world. He's moved up from incredible weight. People forget about that. That's why I brought it up. How many weight classes this man has really moved up. Incredible, just incredible.
According to bookmakers, the senior's confident and aggressive statements are having an effect on people who only bet occasionally. Before the senior's press conference, Floyd was a moderate favorite at around -180. But after the senior's harsh warning went viral, the odds jumped to -140 for Floyd as more people put their money on Mayweather.
Barrios is alright. I'm better than Barrios. You know, I'm damn near 50. I'm still better than Barrios. My experience, my hand speed, I take care of myself. I had some exhibitions. I know I can still. That's what he thinking.
Bradley said that boxing includes mind games and that the Mayweather family has always been great at making threats and getting the word out about their fights. Sources say Bradley said the senior knows exactly what he's doing and is making Manny think about all the criticisms during training camp.
Mayweather didn't believe that he can beat Manny Pacquiao, he wouldn't be in the ring with him. Yeah, you know, Mr.
During his show, John Porter seemed to disagree with Floyd's prediction that the fight would end after 8 rounds. Insiders say Porter said that Floyd's style is not about doing damage to stop the fight, but about winning rounds through good defense and effective counterpunching. Porter also said Floyd, who is 49 years old, probably won't become a great artist overnight.
Someone that has a name but isn't gonna hurt him, Manny, that is. And then I got a feeling that that Floyd might be looking at the same thing, probably looking at trying to one-up Manny like he does with everything.
According to sources, Andre Ward's response was controlled. He told Floyd that the senior has every right to be confident because he has a perfect record and beat Pacquiao before. But Ward also said that one good punch can change everything at this age. Ward told the senior that he had better hope that his predictions don't come true, because after all this tough talk, the senior will look stupid if Manny wins and gets Floyd clean.
John, too, and you would know this, not many people would, but you would, the thrill of having 20,000 people in an arena, and I mean, that's, you know, I got to imagine you can't replicate that in any other area of your life. And
one promoter said, "This is the kind of story that makes casual fans care about a fight between 2 guys in."
Now, in the beginning of this conversation, you say, "I don't like boastful people." How was it like fighting Mayweather then? Did he get on your nerves? Because I feel like he's a little bit more boastful than the people you might be wanting to hang out with.
Yeah, he's boastful. I think his god is the material things, money, everything like.
Several news sources say that people on social media have had different reactions. People in the No Say Floyd fans are sharing clips of the senior's threats and saying they think Manny Pacquiao will easily win. Pacquiao fans, on the other hand, are sharing videos of Manny's powerful combinations and knockouts to show that the older fighter is not taking their fighter seriously enough. The phrase that compares the best moments of both fighters has been popular on many platforms for 3 days in a row.
A pro fight. This will not be an exhibition. It'll be a pro fight. So it is going to go on someone's record. Could Manny actually take Floyd's O away? And here I am getting drug into this thing. And you know what?
Sources say that Senior is following Ali's playbook. Several boxing writers have said that Senior's trash talk is similar to famous fights that happened before the fight, like Muhammad Ali's use of psychological warfare against opponents. Everyone in the Mayweather family has always known that rivalries are fun to watch. To get people's attention, hurt your opponent's pride, question their skills, and make crazy predictions. Sources say that the foreign media's attention grew dramatically after the senior's press conference. According to insiders, Filipino news outlets are giving the story a lot of attention, with many commentators standing up for Pacquiao's honor and calling the senior's comments desperate advertising. The American media are split on whether Senior is trying to stir up excitement or whether he is genuinely sure of himself. It is thought that the story was told in more than 40 countries around the world.
All right, go ahead. You guys want to know how I was able to make over $1 billion? This man right here, he taught me from day one. What he told me is this: the less you get hit, the longer you last in the sport.
Several news sources say that Floyd Mayweather Jr. has not reacted to what his father said. Insiders say Floyd hasn't said anything about the scandal or the news conference on social media yet. Some experts think Floyd is being quiet on purpose so that his father can play the bad guy while keeping a more professional appearance. Floyd's friends and family said he knew what the senior said, but chose not to respond in public.
He work out every day. And, I got an exhibition with Mike Tyson also, another exhibition in Greece. So if I'm just sitting at home and I'm just working out every day, spending time with my grandson and spending time with my children, I said, why not go out, have a little fun, entertain, and put on some exhibitions. And so that's what I'm doing.
Insiders in the promotion say that the fight on September 19th has become a lot more interesting. Reports say that what was meant to be a nostalgic show with not much real interest has turned into a real-life hate crime. Senior's harsh warning seems to have changed the story from two experienced warriors trying to get one more payday to a father protecting his son's reputation against a fighter trying to make things right.